ready to go. Set for a start. Lillian shuffling around in a stall. Off and racing. And the first to get going, What a Prince deep out. He was the first of them away from Alaskan and pushing through late arrival, along also with Audio Boy at the end of 150. Lillian's trying to find a spot in but can't quite get there for the moment as Snazzler kicks up underneath of My Have. Kimberly Rose settled in behind that group. Down on the inside, Queen of Jerusalem, and back last is Parish Prince. Out of the straight they go, over by Beckett's Gate now with 1800 to run. What a Prince held the front, leads the way, settling down by a length over Alaskan. Audio Boy well placed third down on the rail. Over on the outside next of all, Lillian finding herself there, having to cover plenty of extra ground, so he's going to take off now and find a spot outside of What a Prince, going up by Northerly Lodge. Late arrivals back running fifth. Down on the inside, Snazzler a length and a half away to My Have, Queen of Jerusalem, and now back there in the field Kimberly Rose, who just tended to lose her spot, and she's now about 8 or 9 lengths from the leaders, and back there at the tail Parish Prince. What a Prince in front as they go out to the riverside of the course and approach the 1100. It's What a Prince by a length. The favourite Lillian strode up second after being wide. In behind them Alaskan third with 1,000 to go. Audio Boy's down on the inside and hasn't spent a dime in running. A bit more than a length behind them to late arrival in the Gold Silks. Back on the rails to Snazzler. One My Have, Queen of Jerusalem. He's having to really rouse up now. Kimberly Rose back there in the field and try and get her going. And Parish Prince is at the tail end of the field, but What a Prince had raced away from them. They've got 650 to go. What a Prince by nearly 3. Lillian Alaskan now going forward. Over on the inside, held up Audio Boy, late arrival. And then Snazzler, My Have, Queen of Jerusalem. G back in the field. Kimberly Rose is really under enormous pressure as they approach the turn. Parish Prince at the tail end. Lillian makes a move and she quickly sprints up, grabs the lead. Went for home Lillian, down to the 250. 2.5 Audio Boy, Alaskan, My Have followed further back, late arrival Kimberly Rose, but it's Lillian nicely clear, approaching the 100. It's Lillian out by nearly 2 on Audio Boy, and Lillian goes home to win. Lillian, great performance to beat Audio Boy. Snazzler third from My Have, Queen of Jerusalem. Behind them came Alaskan, late arrival What a Prince, Kimberly Rose. Well, she certainly didn't bloom today at all and beat one to the post, and that is Parish Prince. Lillian much too good. The market strong around her. She was crunched into 205. Johnston Porter found himself in no man's land and decided to certainly change things up with Lillian and had to go forward to find a spot over the speed. And from there, even though the pacemaker What a Prince snuck away from them before the home corner, he sat and was patient. Didn't take long before she found the gears, and she dropped a couple quickly and put the race to bed with Audio Boy. Another minor placing, had a great run throughout. Snazzler was a distant third, and the big disappointment, the big query and failure in the race has been Kimberly Rose, who never ever tracked into the race whatsoever and has gone well below expectation. Lillian, though, by Water Cree from I've Got Rhythm for Peters Investments, trained by Michael Grantham. Clint Johnston Porter has run 2:17.73. A great effort. She had to work to get up outside of the pace, and she was equally good at the back end. 36.72, winning by a length. 3 lengths second and third. The runner-up Audio Boy is by Sessions from Amity Bell, Adam Durant, Holly Knottle, and Snazzler by Mahuta from Valerie Ann, Jason Pateman, Zephan Johnston Porter. Race 7, the Pierce Racing Yearling Parade tomorrow handicap. That'll get underway at 12 noon out of the Magic Million Sales Complex in the Swan Valley. Plenty to pick from there as well. D'Amber number 8 is the scratching. Let's go to Tessa down in the yard, Tess Daly, and she's with managing owner of Lillian, and Bob Peters would be pretty happy with her progression.
Absolutely. Darren catching up with Mr. Bob Peters. Bob, congratulations. Lillian, we just touched on, she had to do it pretty tough today.
Yes, it's a hard way to win a staying race, and she obviously proved the point today. We weren't sure whether she'd stay or not. She's bred to stay, so it was good to see her do that and to continue on winning.
And she let down, very impressive as well once she was able to get going.
Yes, as I said, that's the hard way. She didn't get cover. She was wide on the corner around here and had to take the rest of them up to the leader, so it was a hard run.
There were whispers at one stage about an Esperance Cup, but where do you look to for her?
The Esperance Cup's next week. I don't think she'll be going to that. We'll have something else for that, but I don't know yet. I'd suppose, you know, she'd have to go through the grades before you think about anything else, but we'll see how she goes.
Very exciting time in the making, though, and especially over the distances as well. Arcadia Park goes around in our feature today. How's things there?
Oh, he's just getting ready to, you know, it's early days for him yet.
Plenty of purchases at the sales as well. Is there one that sticks out?
We'll tell you that in about 18 months, 2 years' time.
Keeping your cards close to your chest.
They're all the same when they get home.
Well done here, and best of luck throughout the rest of the day.
Thank you.
There's Bob Peters after the win of Lillian, able to get out into this staying trip, and won very impressively there, Scott, and one to watch out for over the staying ranks as she continues to go through her grades.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the perfect race for her on paper is next Sunday, that Esperance Cup, but it may come around a little bit too soon for her. But keeping in mind that Stormageddon won that last year and then ran a ripping race into sort of the back end of that Perth Cup Carnival. He was going really, really well, Stormageddon. So hopefully Lillian can be the next iteration of those Cups types, and Clint Johnston-Porter today is going to join us after her third consecutive victory, 1500, 1800, now 2200, and Portsea, I was a little bit worried for you early, 3 deep from barrier number 4.
Yeah, it doesn't get much worse than that. I'm thinking, oh, what have I done? But it was good. I waited till I get around that corner, and then I thought, oh, they're going slow enough for me to whip around and make a race of it. So yeah, she went good.
And then all of a sudden when you get there, Fishy starts to really put the speed and the pressure on.
I think because of me coming around him, he's just sort of got going on him a bit, and it was good because it allowed me to get a bit of cover behind him and get out of that breeze for a little bit, and I was with him tearing away like that, give me an opportunity to pull out whenever I needed to.
It's not like she just ground past him. She actually put a space on him really quickly today when you asked her to go.
Yeah, she's just improving every run, this horse. We always thought she'd be a good stayer, and she's proven to be one.
What about in the last today, Pharaoh Show? What did you think of his barrier trial?
Yeah, his trial was okay. He hit the line pretty well, and he will just benefit from whatever he does today.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Clint Johnston-Porter combining with Michael Grantham and Lillian, taking out the Happy Birthday Talia Allen handicap over the 2200 metres. 5, 6, 1 and 10 the numbers here out of the first leg of the quaddie. Another short break before we head back down to Albany.